So this little thing here has got to be responsible for probably the most clickbait thumbnails you'll ever see on a wild camping channel. And the anemometer has become the weapon of choice for YouTube clickbait. Now we've all done it where we try and get the most dramatic thumbnail to get you guys to watch the video on YouTube. You know, high winds, tent fail, crushed, nearly died. And some of them are relevant, some of them aren't. But the high winds one is one that comes up quite a lot. And recently on a camp, I was sort of guesstimating what the winds were. Forecast was 20 to 30 mile an hour. This was showing 22. To me, it felt a lot stronger, but I've seen people who have said, right, okay, stand out here. How high do you think the winds are? And they've gone, oh, 45, 50 mile an hour. And then they get an anemometer out and it's sort of 30. So, you know, how hard is it to gauge exactly what the wind is really doing? And unless you bring one of these along all the time, maybe you won't know. But then again, maybe this isn't reading quite accurately. Now, I sort of did a little drive with this out the window of my car, and it wasn't registering what my car was showing as speed. So I thought, is it a head or tailwind? Is it just me not doing it properly? So I thought I'd test it out, because I don't think these things are very accurate. Now this is the Skywatch, which is a very popular sort of mid-ranged price anemometer. This is a cheapo jobby off of Amazon, which I originally had, and I know that this is pretty way out. I don't have a kestrel, so it'd be interesting to do a side-by-side comparison. Get a metal bar, attach all three of them and stand in the wind and see how accurate they are. Because in theory, you know, it's like a thermometer. Whether it's a £2 thermometer or a £100 thermometer, they should read pretty much the same temperature. It's the only job they've got to do. So it'd be interesting to see how maybe one is more accurate than the other, or how different they are. But what I decided to do to test this and to test the kestrel properly was to actually take it out of my car, which has got a digital speedo and is allegedly, apparently, very, very accurate. I was helped by my assistant, my son, because I couldn't film, hold it out the window, drive, monitor the speed as well. Now on the day, there was virtually no wind. As we drove further, there might have been 4 or 5 mile an hour wind, either tailwind or a headwind. But what we did was we drove up and down the dual carriageway both ways and tested it several times so that we could see if there was a difference going one way to the other. And these are the results. So I have a digital speedo, which in theory should be very accurate, particularly in today's day and age with speed cameras that will pick you up for doing just a couple of mile an hour over the limit. Historically, old-fashioned speedos that were cable driven, when you were doing a low speed, say 30, you were probably doing 33, 34. And when you were showing maybe 75 or 80, then you were actually doing probably 60, 65. Because they had one single cog system that was used to gauge the speed, and obviously the way it was set was to err on the side of caution so that you didn't go too high speeds. Going a few mile an hour at low speeds over the limit wasn't as big an issue. They didn't want you to be doing 90 when your car was saying it was doing 65. Now for me to be safe and to do this test, I need to be driving with my hand out the window, holding my anemometer and holding a camera and filming it whilst driving. This is probably not the safest thing in the world. So today I brought my assistant along with me.
Hi.
So Oliver is going to help me out. So he is going to be hanging the Skywatch out the window, holding onto that whilst filming, and I'll be doing the driving. And we'll do a comparison to show, I'll put my cruise control on, it shows exactly what speed I'm doing on the car, and then see exactly what it says on the Skywatch and just see how accurate these things really are. Right, so what are we currently reading?
220.6.
No, at the top. We're not doing 220 mile an hour. What are we currently reading?
18.8. 20.
Okay, so my speedo is showing 24. I'm going to get onto the cruise control when I can, so it keeps it exactly the right speed.
30. 28. 29. 30.
Right, my cruise is set at 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
What is it showing?
30.
So it's dead on 30.
Yeah. Ow, my hand.
Is it cold?
Yeah.
Bring it in. Just show the screen on my dashboard so you can see. Can you see the speed? Maybe bring it through here. So you can see that's 30 mile an hour. Cruise is set at 30. So I'm going to go up to 40. We're in a 40-mile-an-hour limit. Okay, so we're now doing exactly 40 miles an hour. What is it showing?
24.
Stick it out a bit further.
Oh god, yeah. It's on 40.
What's it showing?
40.
40. We are doing exactly 40. Is it still showing 40?
Yeah, just around 40. Around 38, 39.
Okay, so that's pretty accurate. Bring your hand in, you're getting cold. Right, we're doing 60,
It's on 59.
65, 66. Just hitting 70.
I can't breathe.
Bring it in. What did it say, Max?
65.1.
Okay.
Oh
So that's about 5 miles per hour less than what we were doing. Do you want to try again on the way back up the dual carriageway?
Yep.
Right, so we're going to hit one more trip up the dual carriageway to 70 mile an hour. We'll try and keep it constant and just see how well this works. It seemed to lose more accuracy at a higher speed, so this will be an interesting test. See it on the screen?
Sort of.
Okay, we're constant 70 now. Cruise is on. What's it showing?
Hold on.
Does it hit 70?
Oh no, 58.
58? Are you turning it right? You're going to get out. Come on, get to that 70. Bear for the pain. Right, so his hands are freezing and bless him, he's struggling. So I'm going to take over doing the tests with this out the window, which isn't going to be an issue, and he's going to film because I can't do both at the same time. Right, I'm going to test it if I can get to 70. So 70 mile an hour now, 57.5. Now I thought that it might be that we've got a headwind, or a headwind going this way, which raised more speed and then less speed coming back. So we just turned around again and only hit 57.5 at 70 miles an hour. So I'm going to do it again on the longer run at 70 miles an hour, see if I can be more accurate. Right, reset it. Get up to 70. Cruise is on. 70 miles an hour. So this is reading 59, 60. Show the speedo. So now I'm doing exactly 70 miles an hour, and this is just reading 58. Stick it out further. It's just putting more pressure on my arm. 61.8, that is all it will show. So, maximum speed shown on this 61.8, and we were doing exactly 70 miles an hour according to my digital electronic speedo. Which one do you believe? My son thinks he's a director of some kind of Stanley Kubrick or something. Anyway, I think the issue with these, and I think it's just shown, is the inconsistency. Now, on one of those trips, it registered 65.1 doing 70 miles an hour on my speedo. Going back up and then back up again. So we've gone up 4 times and down 4 times. So if there is a head or a tailwind, we would have got the same results each time, but we didn't. So the maximum I got on that one was at 70 miles an hour. I can't remember what it was now. I've zeroed it. 59.1, wasn't it? I think. So doing 70 was 10 miles an hour short. But on one of the other trips, doing 70, it was showing 65.1. So yeah, whether it's an inconsistency, I don't know. How accurate these things are, I don't know. Either way, they're good for thumbnails. So basically at lower speeds it seemed to be more accurate than it was at higher speeds. However, there was one point I was doing exactly 70 miles an hour and it was registering 70 miles an hour, but then going down the same stretch, going the same way, a minute or two later, it was registering high 50s. So there was a 10 mile an hour discrepancy. Now, my son was holding it in different angles. I was holding it right outside and keeping it dead straight to the wind in case he was causing a problem with it. And it kept doing the same thing. It wasn't registering the same thing every single time, yet I had cruise control on, set dead on 70 mile an hour, and it wasn't registering accurate. So, are these things really that good? Is it just for thumbnail and clickbait? I don't know. It's handy to be able to test it, but I think a full test against all three of the top sort of ones, the Kestrel, the Skywatch, and maybe a budget type one, to see if there really is a big variation in the differences on the wind registration that it's showing on there. Be interesting to try it out. If you guys have got a Kestrel or something else and you've tested it, maybe done the same sort of thing, let me know, stick it in the comments below because I'd be interested to find out.